Pine Tar Game and George Brett's Career Legacy. Introduction: George Brett's Legacy in Baseball. In the storied history of Major League Baseball, few players are as universally respected and fiercely remembered as George Brett. A lifetime Kansas City Royal, Brett carved a legacy as one of the game's greatest hitters, boasting a career .305 batting average and earning induction into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1999.
First of all, I would like to thank the Baseball Writers of America for their overwhelming support in naming me into the Hall of Fame this year. I dreamt the same way Ryan did, or Nolan did, and I dreamt the same way Robin did. And this is a dream come true.
His accolades speak volumes, but numbers alone can't capture the fiery competitiveness that defined his career. This intensity reached its most unforgettable moment on July 24, 1983, a day etched in baseball lore as the Pine Tar Game. Setting the stage, the context of the Pine Tar Game. The scene was Yankee Stadium, a battleground where the Kansas City Royals and New York Yankees clashed regularly throughout the late 1970s and early 1980s. Their rivalry was fueled by playoff heartbreaks, bench-clearing brawls, and mutual disdain. On this sweltering summer afternoon, both teams were locked in a fierce struggle for American League supremacy. For the Royals, this game wasn't just another contest. It was a statement of resilience against a bitter foe. Key events leading up to the incident. The late innings, tension builds. The Yankees held a slim lead going into the late innings, with the Royals desperately chasing runs. Every pitch heightened the intensity as fans at Yankee Stadium roared in anticipation. Kansas City was down to their final outs, teetering on the edge of another bitter defeat. George Brett's heroics. In the top of the ninth, with 2 outs and teammate UL Washington on base, George Brett stepped into the batter's box. Facing Yankees ace closer Goose Gossage, a pitcher known for his ferocity, Brett locked in. On a 2-strike pitch, he crushed a towering home run deep into the right field stands, sending Royals fans into delirium. Kansas City had taken the lead 5-4, a potential game-winning moment. The Pine Tar Controversy. Billy Martin's protest. As the Royals celebrated, Yankees manager Billy Martin emerged from the dugout, pointing directly at Brett's bat. Martin claimed that Brett had too much pine tar on his bat, violating MLB's 18-inch rule. Pine tar is a sticky substance used for grip, but according to the rulebook, it couldn't extend beyond 18 inches from the bat handle. The umpires gathered to inspect the bat. After a tense deliberation, home plate umpire Tim McClellan held the bat aloft and measured the pine tar against home plate, an improvised but definitive method. His arms shot up, signaling Brett was out. The home run was nullified. Yankees win, or so it seemed. George Brett's legendary outburst. The Royals' dugout exploded in protest, but no one was more enraged than George Brett himself. Like a coiled spring, he burst from the dugout in an iconic rage, arms flailing, face twisted in fury. His sprint toward McClellan remains one of the most dramatic scenes in sports history. It took multiple teammates and coaches to restrain him. Brett's reaction instantly cemented itself in baseball lore. Fallout and resolution. Appeal and overturn. Determined not to let the game end this way, the Royals appealed the ruling to the American League office. After reviewing the incident, League President Lee MacPhail overturned the umpire's decision, declaring that the pine tar violation had no bearing on Brett's ability to hit the home run. The game was ordered to resume weeks later, starting from the point after Brett's home run. When the game resumed on August 18, 1983, it lasted just 12 minutes, with the Royals holding on to win 5-4. Public reaction. Fans and media alike were split. Purists argued that rules were rules, while others saw Martin's protest as a cynical manipulation of a technicality. Regardless of opinion, the pine tar game captured the public's imagination and became one of baseball's most unforgettable tales. George Brett's career beyond the incident. The pine tar game didn't define George Brett, it amplified his legacy. He continued his remarkable career, collecting 3,154 hits and leading the Royals to their first-ever World Series championship in 1985. His hitting prowess, competitive fire, and undeniable passion made him a revered figure in baseball. Even after retiring, Brett remained a central figure in Kansas City, serving as a hitting coach and team ambassador. His influence on the game extended beyond stats. His story symbolized baseball's raw emotion and competitive spirit. Conclusion: the legacy of the pine tar game. The pine tar game remains a defining moment in baseball's rich history, not just for its controversy, but for what it revealed about the game's human side.
And I bet I used that bat for over a month. Well, you put pine tar on a bat for a month, it's gonna start bleeding into the wood, and the levels, it's just gonna start building up. And I had no idea, Dan, in all honesty, that bat was illegal.
George Brett's explosive reaction and unyielding determination exemplified his competitive fire. He wasn't just playing for stats, he was playing to win, playing with heart. In the end, Brett's career and the pine tar game are intertwined, symbolizing passion, perseverance, and the unpredictability that makes baseball timeless. It's a story that continues to inspire players and fans, proving that sometimes it's the most unexpected moments that carve legends into the game's eternal record.